Hi.
Hi. And I can see Michael. And I can see Viet Linh.
Okay. Hi.
Hello, Mrs. Ha. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Chào cô.
Chào con.
Now, for some reason, my voice is echoing back at me.
Okay.
Or it was. Oh, it's okay now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. How are you, Mrs. Ha?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay. Are you a little bit cold today? I see you have a jersey on.
Yes, because now it's winter time in Vietnam. So
Of course. Of
yes,
course. So it's cold today.
Yeah, let's stay cold too.
Right.
Okay, start.
Here today was very hot, about 24 degrees.
20. Okay, yes, 24 is a very nice weather.
About 24. Yeah, so very nice. In fact, quite hot. So I went for my bike ride this morning before it got too hot.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then sat in the shade. Okay, can everyone turn their cameras on, please?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see you, Michael. I can see. Hello, Tone. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Good.
Good.
Good. I can see Paula. I can see and I can see Viet Linh. How are you, Viet Linh? Hello, Viet Linh. Hi. Good. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I had some business to attend to.
Okay, well, good to see you again this week. And we have Hakan. So who are we missing so far? We are missing two of the girls. Hello, Hakan. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. I can hear you. That's great. Well, I hope you've all had a good week and it's not too cold in Hanoi. I watched an interesting movie last night. It was about a guy who the movie starts off with a car crash, and then the main character, he wakes up in hospital and he's lost all his memory in the car crash. He can't remember who he is or what he does or where he's from. And so the movie is all about him trying to find out who he is and what he does. People keep trying to kill him once he gets out of hospital. So he knows he's involved in something bad. And he's helped in his search to find out something by a police officer, a woman police officer who came to visit him in the hospital, and she tries to help him find out who he is. And so the movie goes along until finally, and he seems like a really good guy, but finally he finds out that he's actually a really bad guy. And so before he had the car crash, like he was a drug dealer and he killed lots of people. And when he had the car crash, he was on his way to kill somebody else. And and so when the police woman finds out about this, she says she doesn't want to be his friend anymore because he's such a bad guy, even though he tries to tell her that now he's good. You know, he doesn't remember any of this and this was a different life, but she won't be his friend anymore. So I think in the end, he kills himself. So it's a bit sad, this sort of movie. Have you ever seen a movie like this, Michael?
Seems familiar for me, but I couldn't remember the movie.
I think there've been 2 or 3 movies like this where people lose their memories and then they spend the rest of the movie trying to find out who they are and what they do.
I watched about 3 movies of that kind.
Yeah, it was good movie, actually, good movie, but just a little bit sad in the end when when even when he turned out to be a bad guy, even though for all the movie he'd been good. but in his previous life, before he lost his memory, he was a very bad guy. And so he got so depressed that he didn't want to go on. Okay, Kian, how are you?
Oh, I'm great.
That's good. And Nock, how are you? Hello, Nock. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just waiting to see if I can see Nock, and then we will start. Hello, Nock, I still can't see you. Okay, can't hear you either. Anyway, we'll get started now because it's 3:05. So what we're going to do this afternoon is a mix of both speaking and writing. We will look at both writing task 1, a little bit of revision for that, and continue on with writing task 2, which will be good practice for you, I think. But first of all, we're going to start off with speaking task 1. Now, in the Ielts exam, you might remember that the first part of the speaking test, the examiner asks you questions, okay, about yourself, very short questions. So I am going to now ask you some of the sort of questions the examiner will ask you. I will give you my answer to the questions, and then I will ask you to give your answer. Okay, Michael, I'll start with you. All right, Michael. So the question I'm going to ask you is, where do you come from? So first of all, I will answer the question, okay, for me.
Okay.
Just, okay, to show you, give you a model answer. All right. So I live in Wellington. It's the capital city of New Zealand, and it's in the middle of the country. Okay, so Michael, where do you come from?
I live in Hanoi. It is the capital of Vietnam, and is on top of the Vietnamese country.
Okay, so I think you would say, you wouldn't say on top of the country. Maybe you would say in what direction? What direction?
Is on the north, I think.
Yes. Good, Michael. Good, exactly. Okay, better to say for your country, north, south, east, or west. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, who is next? Tone, you are next. Tone, what is your home like? All right, so first of all, I will give you a model answer, okay? So I rent an apartment. We have 2 bedrooms, 1 living room, 1 kitchen, and a bathroom. The apartment is not very big. Okay, so Tone, what is your home like?
My home, I live in an apartment too, and like our flat has about 4 or 5 rooms, 2 bedrooms, one kitchen, and the main room for everybody to stay and chill. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, good. You're getting the right idea. So for these questions, you have to have maybe 2 or 3 sentences as answers. Okay, 2 or 3 sentences. You can't just give 1 sentence. They want to hear your English for 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, next, Paula, what do you like or dislike about your home? So my model answer is, for me, the advantage of my apartment is that I get a lot of sunshine during the day. The disadvantage is that it's quite noisy because the city center is nearby. So Paula, what do you like and dislike about your home?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, the most thing that I like about my apartment is that it's really cozy and comfortable.
Hmm.
So I can relax and allow myself everything I'm tired. When I'm tired. Yeah, but on the other hand, I living at the center of the city, so it's quite noisy out there.
Okay, good. That's all you need to say. That's great, Paula. Well done. Okay, you said exactly the right amount of things, and it was good to have 2 or 3 sentences. So again, those of you who are listening, please listen to how everyone answers the questions and to my comments, because this is what the examiner will expect. The sort of answers that I'm giving you is what the examiner will want to hear. So you're doing very well so far. Okay, Nam, you are next. Nam,
Yes, I'm here.
okay, tell me about your family. So for me, I have a mother, a father, and a brother. My mother is a lawyer, my father is an engineer, and my brother is a student. Tell me about your family now.
My family is an extended family where I have my parents, both of my parents, a bigger brother, and me myself. And my mother works at a business, and my father is owner of a workshop, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
Mhm.
But yeah, when my brother is an intern for a company that focus on making silk, and myself, I'm a
Sorry,
higher
Nam, we've lost your connection there your connection.
I like.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Nam, we lost your connection a little bit there. So what were you, I didn't hear the bit about your mother and father. What did you say?
My mother owns a company that
Yes.
mainly focus on selling silk product, like such
Okay.
as dresses and scarves. My father is a workshop owner, and my brother is an intern for a big
Right.
company.
Okay, good. That's good, Nam. That's good. So again, that's exactly all you have to say. Okay. In fact,
Okay.
you even maybe said a little bit too much, just a
Yeah, I
little
can.
bit. So all you need to say is, my mother owns a factory that makes silk products. My father owns a workshop, and my brother is an intern.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. So please you don't have to say too much. So just 2 or 3 sentences is fine. That's great. Okay, Viet Lin, what are your plans for the future? My plan is I want to improve my English and I want to find a job with a better salary. What are your plans for the future, Viet Lin?
Oh God. Um, for the future, I mean, I'm planning to finish all of my studies and improving also on my languages, foreign languages, which is English and Japanese, and find a job that is suitable for me. And I think that is a translator.
Okay, good, excellent. That's good. That was good, Viet Lin. So some good sentences, okay? And you didn't talk for too long, okay? But you talked for enough. That's great. Knock, what type of transport do you use the most? For me, there are 2 types of transport that I use. I either drive my car or I take the bus. What types of transport do you use, Knock?
Well, actually, I have to say that I usually use my motorbike as a method to travel around the city because I think it's comfortable for the users to transfer between um, a lot of places in the city, and I love using it because I think it can help me to transfer and escape from the gridlock easier and faster. Yeah.
Okay, okay, Doc. So that was good, but a little bit too long. Okay, a little bit too long. All right.
Okay.
So I just want maybe a couple of shorter sentences. So what you said was good, but it was a little bit too long for this sort of test. Okay. So you would need to say something like, actually, I just use my motorcycle. I find it really convenient to get around, and it's great to escape from the gridlock of the city. Okay, that's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but good. Some good use of English there, though, Nock. That's good. Just a little bit too long. All right, Michael, you're next. Do you like reading, Michael? I like reading. I enjoy reading very much, but sometimes I'm too busy to read during the week, so I make up for it at weekends. Do you like reading, Michael?
Yes, I love reading. Just every time I go to a library, I read about 10 books, then I borrow about 20 books to go home. But
Wow,
mostly
great.
I spend my time doing homework, so I have very less time to read any books now.
Okay, so that was good, Michael, except for your last sentence. You said, I have very
A
less
little,
time.
a little.
I have very little time. Correct. That's correct. I have very little time to read. Or I don't have much time to read. Okay, is another way of saying it. Okay, but good. That's how you answer the question. That's good, Michael. That was good. You did well. Okay, all right. Hakan, what do you like to read the most? I like reading newspapers and magazines, but my favorite type of reading is science fiction books. What do you like to read the most, Hakan?
I like reading comics. Yes, only comics.
Only comics. And
my
what
favorite
sort of comics?
type is anime.
Okay, good. I like reading comics, and my favorite type is anime.
Yeah.
Okay, Hakan, that's good. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Okay, good, good. All right, Kian. What sorts of TV programs do you watch? My favorite channel is Netflix. I find it both very interesting and also educational. What sort of TV programs do you watch, Kian?
I'm kind of like a sport guy, so I'm really like Sport TV. The channel named Sport TV because I really like football, and I watch all the news about football on the channel.
Okay, good. That's all you need. So stop there, Kian. That's great. That's all you need to say. All right, perfect. Perfect. Good English too, Kian. That's great. Okay, and Zung Ha, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. Nice to have you in the class tonight, Zung Ha. What I'm going to ask you was, what kind of food do you like? I really love Asian cuisine, and dishes with noodles and vegetables are my favorite. What sort of food do you like, Zung Ha?
My favorite food is fast food because I think it's really convenient. For me, if I have a lot of work, like when I in a hurry for class, or I don't have much time to take a meal at home. So also because it's very delicious. It's especially for teenagers. They really love fast food.
Okay, good answer. So the only mistake I heard, you said maybe I don't have time to take a meal at home. Okay. All right. What should you say instead of I don't have time to take a meal at home?
To have a meal.
Correct. I don't have time to have a meal at home. Okay. Or I don't have time to eat a meal at home. Either one is correct. But to take a meal at home is not correct. But the rest of it was fine, Sung Ha. Good. Good. Okay. That's everyone, I think. Yes. So I hope you found that exercise useful. So we'll keep doing this each week. So this, as I say, this is the first part of the speaking test for Ielts. These are exactly the sort of questions you will be asked. And just to sum up, you have to answer maybe 2 or 3 short-ish sentences, not too long, but not one-word answers. All right. So I'm going to share a couple of documents with you now, just on the subject of speaking. All right. These are things to avoid in the Ielts speaking test. Okay, we'll just go through these quickly. Nam, can you read me number 1, please?
Okay. Long pauses and short answers.
Okay, good. Paula, number 2, please.
Speaking in a monotone voice without varying your pitch.
All right. Do you understand what that means, Paula?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. If for the rest of you, if you're not sure what it means, monotone voice means speaking like this without changing your pitch at all, which gets very boring to listen to after about 5 seconds. Okay. So you must vary your pitch like this. Makes it sound, whatever you're saying, more interesting. Michael, number 3, please.
Number 3 is going off topic.
Okay, so you understand what that means, Michael?
Yeah, you cannot go off topic like talk. If you talk about books and then you just suddenly change it into like school stuff.
Yeah, correct. So going off topic means obviously going off the subject that the examiner is asking you about. For example, if I ask you what food you like to eat and you go on to talk about what movies you like watching, is going off topic. All right, number 4, please, Viet Linh.
Number 4 is using a lot of fillers such as like, and so on.
Okay, very good reading, Viet Linh. So I haven't heard any of you people do this, but younger teenagers, as you might have heard, even in Hanoi, often say phrases like, you know, and like. All right, they are fillers and they don't sound very good if you keep using them. If you say it once or twice during your talk, that's okay. But if you keep saying at the end of every sentence, you know, like, okay, doesn't sound so good. So please try to avoid those. Okay, tone. Number 5, please.
Speaking too quietly.
Speaking too quietly. Good. So remember to always speak up. Hakan, number 7. Sorry, number 6, please. Number 6.
Number 6 is speaking too fast or too slow.
Okay, that's fairly obvious. If you speak too fast, they can't understand you. If you speak too slow, it doesn't sound like you are in control of your English. Zung Ha, number 7, please.
Staring at your examiner or avoiding eye contact completely.
Okay, so you don't want to stare, obviously, at anyone for too long, stare at their face, because it makes them feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, you don't want to avoid eye contact completely by looking down like this all the time, all right? It makes you seem like you are not very confident about the test. So you need to make sure that you just look at someone's eyes, just like when you're talking to one of your friends or one of your relatives, you look at their face most of the time. Same thing with the examiner. All right. And the last one, knock, number 8, please.
How can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Number 8.
Saying arrogant or rude things.
Correct. Okay. So obviously you don't want to say something that's not polite during your talk. Okay. Or something that sounds arrogant. Do you know what arrogant means, Knock?
I think it was like someone who is self-centered. Like,
Yes, a little bit. Yes. Arrogant is more like you sound like you know everything. Okay. You sound like you are talking to someone from up here. Okay. Instead of talking to them as an equal. Does that make sense, Knock?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So especially during an exam, obviously, you don't want to do anything like that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I hope those 8 things to avoid made sense to you. I'm sure most of them are common sense, but it's good to be reminded of them occasionally. Okay, so now on to this afternoon's test. Always like to give you a little test of things that people often make mistakes with in the Ielts test. So here is this afternoon's test. Okay, so what you have to do, this should be easy for you guys. I think most of you should get 9 out of 9, all right? So I want you to complete the sentences with the correct pronoun. It, they, them, or their, all right, in the space where you see the 3 dots. Okay, I'll give you just a minute or 2 to do this, then I will come and ask you for the answers. Thank you. Okay, has anyone not finished yet? Has anyone not finished? Great, everyone's finished. Okay, let's check the answers. These pronouns should be very simple for you, but it is surprising how often people, even good students, make a mistake with these, especially if they are in a hurry. And of course, if you make a mistake with these in the Ielts test, you will lose marks. And it's no good, I think, losing marks for silly things like pronouns. So, number 1, knock. I'll start with you again, please. Knock. Can you read me the whole sentence, please, with the correct pronoun?
Instead of sending photo cards, people now take selfies and send them to their friends.
Correct, Knock. Excellent. So them is the correct pronoun for this sentence. Knock, sorry, can you read the first phrase for me again? Just this first phrase here.
instead of sending postcards.
That's correct. Sorry, I thought I heard something different when you read it the first time. No, that's correct. Great. Thank you, Nock. Okay, Kian, number 2, please.
I did all my homework and handed them in on time.
Not them. Not them, Kian. Sorry. Would you like to have another try?
I handed it.
Correct. It. I did all my homework and handed it in on time is the correct answer. Zung Ha, number 3.
The plane was forced to land when it developed engine trouble.
It is the correct one. Thank you, Zung Ha. And you pronounce that word developed, okay? Not develop it, okay? So it's developed. So the last E is silent. Okay, Zung Ha?
Okay.
Okay, so it's the plane was forced to land when it developed engine trouble. Hakan, number 4, please.
You should take off your shoe and leave. Leave it. No, I think it's leave them outside the temple.
Correct. second
I
try
wonder
was
that
correct.
Shoes is
Shoes is plural. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, shoes is plural. So of course it can't be it. Must be them. Must be them. You should take off your shoes and leave them outside the temple. Okay, number 5, tone, please.
Yeah. If you drink too much coffee, it can stop you sleeping.
Correct. If you drink too much coffee, it can stop you sleeping. That's great. Viet Linh, number 6, please.
50 years ago, most women didn't work. They stayed at home with their children.
Correct. Correct. 50 years ago, most women didn't work. They stayed at home with the children. Good reading, Viet Linh, too. Excellent reading.
Thank you.
Michael, number 7, please.
We need to crack down on illegal drugs and the people who sell it.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last word, Michael.
We need to crack down on illegal drugs and people who sell it.
Them. It is them. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yay. Excellent. We need to crack down on illegal drugs and the people who sell them. Number 8, Paula.
Such huge companies have a number of advantages over their competitors.
Correct. Such huge companies have a number of advantages over their competitors. And the last one, number 9, Nam.
Big events cost a lot of money, but they also create jobs for local people.
Correct. Big events cost a lot of money, but they also create jobs for local people. Who got 9? Who got 9? Did you get 9, Nam?
Yeah, I did. I
You
get all
did,
of them.
Nam? Okay, excellent. Paula?
Yeah, I did.
Great. Michael?
Yeah, I did.
Great. Viet Linh?
I did.
Excellent. Tone? Hello, Tone. Not there for the moment. Yeah.
The internet
Hello?
is like broke down for a while.
Okay. I can hear you now, Tone. Did you get 9?
Big events cost a lot of money, but they also create jobs for local people.
Okay, that's correct. But how many did you get correct, Tone, out of all of them?
9.
9. Well done. Hakan.
Yeah.
Hakan.
Yeah, I got 9 too.
Great. Zung Ha.
Also 9.
Also 9. Great. Kian, I know you got 8. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And knock, how many?
I got 9.
Well done. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you all did very well. So like I say, they are such simple things, pronouns, but you need to make sure you get them correct because you don't want to lose marks in the test over such simple little words. So I hope you found that revision useful. Okay, soon we are going to have a break tonight, but first of all, I'm just going to get you another fill in the gap. And, oh, it's disappeared. I'll see if I can get it back. Hang on. Okay. Oh, why can't I share that with you? Hopefully I can this time. Sorry to hold you up. Ah, here it is. Okay. One more bit of revision before we have our break for this evening. I'm sure you will remember this graph that we looked at maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Okay, so the graph is titled Coffee and Tea Buying and Drinking Habits in 5 Cities in Australia. Nam, hello Nam.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so can you remember the acronym you use to help you answer task 1?
I used.
Yeah, or you use the acronym you use, the acronym. Remember, I taught you an acronym to use to help you remember the 4. Yes, correct. And can you remember what each of those letters stands for?
Yeah, pretty sure. The paraphrase, overview,
Yes.
and 2 main bodies.
Yeah, 2 detailed paragraphs.
Yeah,
That's
2
great,
details.
Nam. 2 detailed paragraphs. That's great. Well done. Well done. That's really good. Okay, so what I'm going to run through with you now is, again, this is just revision. You will see that I have done the paraphrase paragraph for you, and I've also done the overview paragraph for you. All right, except that I have left out some of the words. All right, so I want you to fill in the missing words, and what I'm going to get you to do is I'm just going to ask them of you. Okay, you don't have to write, I'm going to ask you. So Tone, I'm going to start with you. Okay, Tone?
Yeah, okay.
All right. What is the first missing word, do you think, Tone?
This chart illustrates.
Yes, that's one. Hakan, can you give me another one?
Well, I think it's describe and show.
Sorry, this chart.
I think it's a describe and shows.
Okay, describe is not going to work, I don't think, in this particular one, but shows will. Shows, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so shows is another one. Well done. Zungha.
Yes.
Okay, there is one more word I think can go in here. So
Illustrate?
far, I think that's what Tone gave me.
Sorry,
Okay.
I can think another one.
You can't think of another one. Paula, you're good with
Demonstrates.
synonyms. We've had illustrates, we've had shows. There's one more. Begins with the letter D.
Demonstrates.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so you could have one of 3 words in here. This chart demonstrates, illustrates, or shows. Okay, the purchase of, this next one is easy. Kian, what are the next three words?
Fresh coffee or what?
Okay, so remember we're looking at a paraphrase of this, okay, of the title of the graph. So all the words you need, most of them, should be in this title, okay?
The purchase of coffee and tea.
Correct, yes, coffee and tea, excellent, simple as that, okay? As well as the drinking habits of what? Knock?
Residents.
Correct, well done. The residents of 5 Australian cities, which are Nam. What are the 5 Australian cities?
Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, and
Yes.
Hobart.
Correct. It's Adelaide. That's pronounced
Yeah,
Adelaide. Adelaide and Hobart. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. And Michael, what is the next 2 missing words?
Over the last 4 weeks.
Correct. Over the last 4 weeks. Excellent. Okay. And going on now to the overview paragraph. Okay. Viet Linh, what is the first missing word?
To a coffee? Cafe.
Correct. A cafe. To drink what?
Coffee.
To drink what? Tone. To drink what?
To drink coffee.
3 missing words here.
To drink. Drink coffee or tea.
Correct. Coffee or tea. Okay. Is a very popular activity in all cities. Now we get a little bit interesting, especially in where, Paula? 2 cities, I want, especially in, actually 3.
Sydney, Melbourne, and Hobart.
Correct. Sydney, Melbourne, and Hobart. You can see by looking at the graph. Well done, Paula. Okay. However, there are some differences. For example, Zhongha, in and what are the 2 cities?
For example, in wait, let me check. Can you scroll up? for
Sure.
me to-
Sure.
Sydney and Hobart.
Sydney and Hobart, let's see. I know this is a little bit hard because it depends on what I'm going to say in the next sentence. Around the same number of people bought as went to
Oh, wait, it's
cafes.
Melbourne and Hobart.
Melbourne and Hobart, I think is correct. Okay, that's good. All right. Suggesting that drinking coffee at what? Knock? Drinking coffee at what?
At home.
Yes, well done. That word wasn't there, knock, but you got it. Okay, excellent. You guessed correctly. Is a popular alternative to going to a what, Kian, in those 2 cities?
Cafe.
Correct, well done. Okay, that's excellent. Guys, so that's good revision. So I'm glad you remembered how that works. So again, just a reminder, this is Ielts task 1 writing. Okay, and remember the acronym we use to help us answer this question is POT. paraphrase of the title. This is the title. You have to say in your own words what the title is. O, an overview paragraph, which is the main features of the graph. And the T of pot, 2 detail paragraphs, which we won't do this afternoon. But you need to write 2 detail paragraphs just describing what the graph or the diagram shows in more detail. Are there any questions about that? Any questions about how that works? So POT is the acronym that you use to help you answer writing task 1. All right, so short break now, everyone, just to give you a chance to stretch your legs and maybe get something to drink or to go to the bathroom, and I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you.